Football fans, you know Aaron Ramsey. Now, was the Aaron or is the Aaron Ramsey curse real? You all know that every time Ramsey scored a goal, prominent person, he died. So we want to prove this whether this is real because we've had scenarios or we've seen very many of them. On the 1st of May 2011, Aaron Ramsey scored a goal. Actually, that was the only goal against Manchester United. Arsenal went on and won that game 1-0 at the Emirates, and he was the only one who scored the goal. And guess what? On the next day, Osama bin Laden died. Scenario number one. Scenario number two, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, on the 2nd of October 2011, Ramsey scored the only goal in a 2-1 win against Spurs. And the next person or the next prominent person to pass on was Steve Jobs. He died 3 days later. Still, could that be the Aaron Ramsey curse? We do not know. Muammar Gaddafi, on the 19th of October 2011, Ramsey scored the only goal in a 1-0 Arsenal win against Marseille. So basically, every time he scores a goal, like a prominent person died. Now, Muhammad Gaddafi passed on the next day. Whitney Houston, on the 11th of February 2012, Ramsey scored in a 2-1 win over Sunderland. And of course, Whitney Houston, you all know her. Hours later, she passed on. You're beginning to notice a pattern here. You know, you see, like, before you forget, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Also like the video as well. As you see the pattern that is happening here about Aaron Ramsey. The next one is Paul Walker. On the 30th of November 2013, Ramsey scored a brace in a 3-0 Arsenal win at Cardiff City, his former team. Guess who went on? The Fast and Furious fanatics, you know Paul Walker. He went on and passed on like hours later. Robin Williams, on the 10th of August 2014, Ramsey scored in a 3-0 Arsenal win over Man City, and Robin Williams died the next day, unfortunately. Sir Richard Attenborough, on the 23rd of August 2014, Ramsey scored in a 2-2 draw Arsenal against Everton. So he died the next day as well. So basically it happens either hours or a day, that's 24 hours, or 72, 3 days later whenever he does score. So he died the next day after Ramsey scoring. Then David Bowie is the 8th scenario on the pattern. On the 9th of January 2016, Ramsey scored in a 3-1 win Arsenal over Sunderland again, and then David Bowie was the next big personality in the world that went on to die as well. She died the next day. Alan Rickman, for the movie people, for people who know him as well, Ramsey had scored in a 3-3 draw against Liverpool, and he was the next person to die. He died actually the next day. Then Nancy Reagan, on the 5th of March 2016, Ramsey scored in a 2-2 draw against Spurs, still for Arsenal, and Nancy Reagan was the next. The former US First Lady Nancy Reagan died the next day, just after the Spurs or the North London derby. So it went on. He left Arsenal, he went to Juventus, and then his career moved around there, and finally he retired from international football. Ramsey comes in, is announced as a manager. Like this, Pope Francis dies. That's in 2000.